Good afternoon. Today we're going to be doing a repair attempt for claim number 2080H077R. The things we're going to be testing for in this video are creasing, brittle test, granular loss, mat transfer. As you can see, there's a widespread wind damage on this roof, granular loss, it's in pretty bad shape. So the shingle in question that we have, get out of the way here, it's going to be here. The first thing I want to do, I want to start by using this painter's brush just to show you there's no funny business going on here, right? These shingles have not been touched whatsoever. You can see there's a little granular loss, but nothing crazy. Once again, using my brush here. So I'd like to start off by showing that. Now, we're going to be using the approved tools, Roof Snake, hammer, 1.25" roofing nails. For today's video, we're using a standard issue Tamco Heritage new production shingle. So let me get my camera set up here and we will go ahead to begin this repair. Let me get her weighted down a little bit here. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and break the sealant line on the shingle question. I'll have 2 shingles above it because, as you know, it's high. So while doing this, I just want to be transparent. I'm using my hands as little as possible. Once again, shingle question is here. First thing we're going to need to do is break that sealant line. Okay, you can see it's unsealed a little bit there already. Keeping my hand on the top of it simply to not, I don't want to sit here trying to tear through the shingle. I'm not trying to, show you guys. It's not repairable if it is. So we're going to, like I said, give an honest attempt at that today. We did get a little bit of tear there. It's okay. And then once again, the second row, unsealed in this corner, as you can see. Like I said, I'm using my hands here as little as possible. And I'm not going to lift the shingles up too high. Manufacturer does say I can lift them 45 degrees. I will not be doing that today. I don't necessarily think I need to do this repair. For viewing purposes, I'm going to try to lift this as little as possible. Nails are pulling through on the first layer. It's just a very old and brittle shingle. Not really much I can do on that. Yeah, they're literally just pulling right through. It's not ready yet. Now, when we had our initial inspection here, and we had to do an RLS sample, this match gentle with that as well. But, you know, nonetheless, we're gonna carry on with this video for today. These nails are coming right through on me. She's still holding on. Now, could I just pull this shingle out? Yes. But I'm not going to do that. These nails are tearing right through. Way back. One left. Right there. Okay. So the shingle's out. As you can see on here, mat transfer, tearing from the shingle below. Multiple spots here as well. Here, 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 here. Did show you already that we had these shingles are just brittle. They're old. Here's the tear on that one. Here's this one. And if you remember on this one, I literally barely had to lift this one up ever so slightly just to get that shingle out. Small tear on this one. So far we're at 2 damage, but let's go ahead and continue with this repair. Let's get the new shingle on and go from there. Another story. Old shingle out. Let's get this new shingle in. So as you know, we are going to have to cut this one to make it fit. We shouldn't have to modify the reveal of it, but just the length of it. And that's okay, manufacturer says I can do that. Easiest way to do that is just hold the old one up to the new one. Make a score mark with a razor knife. And she'll be right on the money. Just like so. cut the size. We'll go ahead and fit it in. Make sure these sawtooth straight in lines up. Right about some nails here. Okay. Using the re-snake. Put in a weight. Just for the purposes of this video. Put one more in this corner here. Speed this up. We'll go ahead and take a step back and look at what we got going on here. Like I said, I'm lifting this as little as possible. Go ahead and check this out. So what we're going to do is the same thing we did when we started. As you can see, the shingle is in place here. Now, using our brush, we're going to check to see if we've affected any of this creasing. Look at this. Okay, we didn't lift that one up. We lifted that one up. I think that part might have been there, so that's okay. Look. You can see those loose granules on there. Now, I want to point out some key failure points here. So, and I'm trying to get out of the sunlight. I apologize for that. So, when installing this shingle, as you can see now, we have creasing here on this entire shingle, right? We have a rip here. That's a failure point. The shingle itself is starting to crease. That's a failure point. This right here, look, that's unsealed now with no mat transfer, I'm sorry. That's unsealed now. That's a crease, that's a failure point. Okay. As you can see here on this shingle, from barely unsealing this corner here, we have this rip, this tear. That shingle is now a failure point. That might have been there before, to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention. But nonetheless, under this shingle, as I showed you last time, I'm not gonna lift it up too high, but was the mat transfer. Wow, look at that. Let me show you that. So not only has it failed from creasing, You gotta take my phone out of this tripod. So not only is it failed from creasing, but I'll use my roof snake here. Look at this. Mat transfer. Look at that right there. Mat transfer. All the way across. Mat transfer. I mean, it's the whole entire shingle itself now is creasing. Look at this. Even right here. So, you know, I think it's pretty easy to say this is a failed repair attempt, and that's just one shingle. So just changing this one shingle, we have now damaged 1, 2, 3, possibly even 4 shingles, and tore through the mat, which is possibly getting into the underlayment. And you know, we have stuff like this. You know, you're gonna damage these two, then the ridge has got to come up. So, in conclusion here, this ATR creasing, obviously fail. Brittle test, that's a no-brainer. Fail. You can tell by the tearing on the shingles above it and next to it. Granular loss, I showed you with a brush beforehand and afterwards. Mat transfer, I also just illustrated that. That's also a fail. In closing, there's another damaged shingle right there. In closing, this ATR is a fail. Thank you for taking the time to view this video.